Alright, hello everybody and welcome to iCommand. Welcome to the finals of the competitive Season 6 league. This league was a 6-week league with 18 players playing, and then we did a cut to top 8 for the final week. So we actually did 6 weeks of Swiss rounds and then did a cut to top 8 finals. And this is the finals of that top 8. We have Kyle playing against Carson. And it looks like Kyle is playing Empire and Carson is playing Mercenaries. Unfortunately, top eight did include yours truly, although unfortunately I did not make it through the quarterfinals. Jake Peterson knocked me out with his Scum VP list that he specifically chose to counter my list. So kudos to Jake for making a great choice. It looks like Carson's actually playing a variation on my list, although I think he was playing it before I put up my list. So I think we both kind of came to a similar build here. So great, great minds think alike. Did make it to the finals. Um, just want to shout out to our top 8. Again, myself, Jake, we've got Kyle and Carson here. And also congratulations to Isaac, Mark Neely, Tuca, and Morgan G, Carson's brother actually. All of us made the top 8 out of the 18 players after 6 weeks, and now we get to watch the finals. And this is recording the night of January 28th. We do have an update, a rebalancing update for some IACP cards coming out on January 31st. So this is actually pretty good timing for the final because I think we're going to start up another competitive league uh, after the 31st adjustment. So make sure to check out the IACP website for that announcement if you want to play in the next upcoming competitive league, which is actually going to lead into a big in-person tournament that we're hoping to have at Adepticon this year. Look for more information on that coming soon, but that's pretty exciting coming up in late March. All right, let's get into the game. I did try to record this game live. Unfortunately, my Vassal disconnected apparently pretty early in the round, but thankfully the players did record a game log, which they submitted through Vassal's handy dandy game log recording feature, which means that we're going to get to go through the game and see how it played out. So let's take a look at the list before we start, and then the mission as well. So we'll start with Carson since he has initiative. So he has chosen the red deployment down at the bottom. Very similar list to what I was playing in the league. He's got Mandalorian Phoenix Rising, so that's the new 10-point Mandalorian who gets the Clan of Two for free, which is the child companion. We've also got IG-11 here, and then HK-47, which is a change up from my list. And then he's got Dr. Afra, Bib Fortuna, and Jabba, along with Black Market. So my list had Greedo, Jawa Scavenger, and extra armor instead of HK-47. So we'll see how that works out for Carson here. And then up at the top we've got um, Kyle playing Empire, and he's got a Dewback Swarm with the upgraded Captain Terro, as well as 2 upgraded Dewback Riders, and then a group of Snowtroopers, 2 Elite Death Troopers, 1 officer with advanced comm systems, Zillow Technique, and Rule by Fear. And it looks like Kyle has discarded Celebration as his card for Rule by Fear. So that's interesting, especially since every figure in Carson's list is unique. So that Celebration would have been pretty good against Carson. But Kyle electing to keep 5 other cards in his hand instead. So it'll be interesting to see what those are. And we were playing on the Market Sabotage mission. So on this mission here on the Lothal Spaceport, the doors are locked for this mission. Figure can interact with a generator, and those are up in the opposite corners here. A generator that matches its deployment zone. So for Carson, that's going to be the north generator, and for Kyle, it's going to be the south generator. They can interact with the generator to place a strain token on that generator. Then, if that generator has 3 strain tokens on it, that figure discards that generator and its owner gains 12 VPs. At the end of each round, each player gains 1 VP for each crate he or she controls, which are scattered around the middle of the map. Then each figure on or adjacent to a crate may recover 1 damage. Then, in reverse order of initiative, each player opens 1 door. So we have automatically opening doors. We have crate objectives worth 1 VP each that also recover health. And then we have an ultimate end game of these generators here, should the players decide they want to march all the way across the map to get those. So, starting off, it looks like um, Kyle had the first activation on Carson, even though Carson had initiative, so that means Carson most likely passed here. We've got an officer exhausted, and it looks like the officer moved Captain Terro 2 spaces and then moved over to the take control of the terminal here. I do like Market Sabotage mission way more than Mortar Fire. I think I made that pretty clear in our social media for Imperial Assault. Just feels like more like a normal mission. The mortar mission is very hard to keep track of everything that's going on with the hidden objectives changing each round. But anyway, going back to this game, we've got job activating for Carson. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a card, and it looks like focusing the Mandalorian. Let's put Mando's card up on the table here, so people can kind of see. And now we got Numlock engaged. So it looks like now Kyle activating a Death Trooper. So that's the Elite Death Trooper, which can give any kind of power token to an adjacent friendly leader. So it looks like he gave a Surge token to the other Elite Death Trooper and is moving it over to the crate. Alright, Bib Fortuna activating for Carson. Going to focus up HK-47 and moves to control the terminal. Now, not focusing IG always indicates to me that guild programming is in hand, but it might also be that Carson is just hoping to draw guild programming next round, and so doesn't want to needlessly focus IG-11 here, instead going for a focus on HK-47. It's been a while since we've seen HK-47 in action here, I think. So we can take a look at his card up here. Blue-blue-red attack, and then he does also a strain with Mockery to any figure in line of sight once during his activation, and then Query either bleeds or applies +1 damage, and then he always gets -1 dodge while he's attacking, which is great. I think he's really good with Headhunter, and I think people who run HK-47 should definitely make that 1-point space available for Headhunter in their lists. That's the card that it's a 1-point attachment, and it says whenever a hostile figure suffers strain during your activation, instead of taking damage, they have to discard a card at random from their hand. So that's really powerful with HK-47, since he can just automatically deal strain within line of sight without taking an action. Alright, so Dewback Rider moving over to the door on the right side of the map here. HK-47 going to move up next to Afra on this crate in the middle, over by the blue generator on Carson's side of the map. Another Dewback moving. These have mounted, so they get 3 movement points for free at each activation. I believe they were also given efficient travel and professional, just like Captain Terro was given last season, and then their shock lance was upgraded to be a green die instead of a yellow. So IG-11 also moving up onto that crate next to Afra, and now we've got the Snowtroopers moving over to the door on the right side. And Snowtroopers were updated for ICP as well. They're 11 points for a group instead of 10, and they roll a green, a blue, and a yellow die now. And they also have Disruptor Rifle ability, which is taken from the old Mandalorian from Season 4, where basically if they attack something and it's only got 1 health left after the attack, it dies. It takes damage, so it gets defeated. So, interestingly, moving Mando over to the terminal, staying pretty far back, and putting so he put the child on Jabba's space, and then move Mandalorian behind that wall. So that's kind of interesting. So basically, if Kyle opens his door and then takes the only available attack on Jabba with these snowtroopers, Mando's going to be able to return fire on them with protective fire. But it looks like both players. Let's see, it's reverse order of initiative. So that means Kyle opened the door on the left, and then Carson opened the door on the middle door. So keeping Kyle's figures locked behind these two doors, basically, and then exposing this one Dewback on the left to some pretty gnarly attacks if Kyle doesn't retreat pretty quickly. All right, so it looks like Day Wanawanga revealed for Black Market, so that's Bib Fortuna's unique card, so going to draw that for 0 points. Kyle going to play Call the Vanguard here before playing Covering Fire. So we've got an attack on... Oops, sorry guys, I forgot I had this red die up. So we've got Call the Vanguard attack from the Dewback being used on HK-47. Does have a reroll, going to use it, so that's going to give him access to his Surge abilities, which let's take a look at that. We've got Surge for +1, Surge for +1, Pierce 1, and then Surge for Pierce 1. So I believe that's going to be 4 Pierce 1, so 3 damage into HK-47. And let's see. Afra gonna excavate Celebration, it looks like. And now we've got that Dewback is activating. So Kyle not playing Covering Fire here. Is gonna activate with the Dewback with initiative. Very good attack. That's gonna be 6, 7 Pierce 1. 7 damage on HK. It's gonna kill it. Oh, it looks like he's alive with 1 health. 5, 6, 7 Pierce 1. Oh, right, he had 3 damage. So you're right, he takes 7, he's at 10. HK-47 has 11 health total, so going to manage to live with that. But he's got, the Dewback has that Shock Lance here, and that's going to deal 1 more damage to HK-47 to finish it off. And so Dewback likely not going to survive the counterattack, but did get the kill on HK-47 early on in the game. Alright, so let's see. Planning coming down for Carson. I'm guessing he's activating either Jabba or Bib. So that's Bib Fortuna playing Planning. I'm going to focus IG-11. Alright, and now it looks like we've got an officer activating for Kyle. And now we've got IG-11 attacking with Rapid Fire. So we'll pull up IG-11's card here. Gonna reroll with targeting computer, again attacking the Dewback. Looks like 3 blocks, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Pierce 1, unless he exhausts Zillow. That's gonna do 6 damage. Not gonna exhaust Zillow here. So second attack, not gonna be focused. Oh, very good though. I would not reroll that. I don't think you can get better than that. So that's a perfect roll. So 7. So that's going to do another 6 damage. That should kill that Dewback. Yep, so IG-11 one-shots the Dewback Rider. Getting some points for Carson. Oh, sorry guys, let's shift the map back over here. And then IG-11 going to move up to the door on the right side. So that's interesting. Carson getting ready basically for start of round next turn, having initiative, and he's going to unleash a salvo into Carson's figures. Those doors are locked, so that's important to remember. Kyle can't open these doors until the end of the round. So second Elite Death Trooper activating. Looks like loading up this Dewback Rider with some block tokens. Afra activating for Carson, but just going to stay on the crate. Dewback Rider activating for Kyle. I think there's just going to be a lot of passing here. Figure's not really moving that much. Oh, the Snowtroopers are going to move back a bit. So Kyle going to use this Dewback Rider to try and body block for the rest of his figures. And let's see, Mando going to activate. I'm going to move up to the middle door. So he's going to have both of his figures positioned very nicely to attack Kyle's group. Oh, going to move over to the right side door, and he's going to put the child on top of IG-11 to give protective fire. So that's the end of round 2. Carson gets 2 VPs. Kyle gets 1 from controlling the 1 crate. And we've got the doors opening, and now Ferocity is going to be played, I'm assuming, by the Dewback Rider. It's going to give it a free attack at the end of the round here. Going to go for Mando, since Mando not protected by protective fire. And let's see, probably going to reroll, I would assume, the blue. Yep. So that's going to be 5 Pierce 1, so 3 damage going into Mando with that Ferocity. And now it looks like... Oh, I believe this is Black Market revealing calibration. Yeah, rapid recalibration off of Carson's deck. Interesting choice, I guess, because he has HK-47 in his list. So that makes sense. I think he's going to sell it, though. He could excavate it, because I don't think celebrate... Yeah, he's going to excavate it with Afra. So Afra will allow him to replay rapid recal from his discard pile this turn. And here comes the take initiative from Kyle. But it looks like negation is going to stop it. So Carson's going to keep initiative going into round 3 here, which is really big for him. And then covering fire going to come down for Kyle. So that's going to hide 3 of his troopers. So it looks like he's going to use it on his Snowtroopers. And then all of his troopers now gain the extra surge ability, where they can surge for stun, or they can, if the target's already stunned, they can surge for +2. This might be helpful against IG-11 to prevent him from escaping, and if he can make a stun stick to IG-11, it might prevent him from moving around with his self-destruct protocol when he's defeated. That would deal some damage to Kyle. So Carson going to activate Mando first here, and it looks like we've got tools for the job being played. Dewback Rider is going to spend a block token. Oh, sorry guys, hold on. I need to clear the dice window first. So this is going to be a Beskar Spear. So that's Mando's special action. He attacks with a red and a yellow die that also has Pierce 2. But he's also focused, and he's got an extra red die from tools, so that's going to be a lot. I think that's a perfect roll for Mando. 6, 7, 8, 9. Surge for +2, surge for Pierce 3. So that's 11 Pierce 3. That's pretty insane. Is that a one-shot? They have 9 health. Oh my goodness. Even with Zillow, that's doing 10 damage. That's just insane. I mean, I'm not surprised. Although, I kind of am. That was just off the Beskar Spear, which is kind of crazy. You expect Mando to kill a figure like a Dewback Rider in 1 activation, but usually with 2 attacks, not 1. Alright, so now he's going to do his regular attack off of Beskar Spear. What is this being played? Is this Element? So he's playing Element of Surprise on this hidden Snowtrooper. Looks like Kyle's going to negate it, though. Alright, he does have a reroll. Probably reroll the blue. Yep. Does get an extra damage off of that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pierce 1. He does also have Bib Fortuna. So I think he just adds the damage with Bib. Yeah, he's going to discard So he's going to use Bib Fortuna to discard HK-47's command card from his hand. Oops, I am on the wrong screen. There we go. So unfortunately, HK-47's dead, but Bib is great because he lets you recycle your dead command cards. Let's bring his card up here. So using Illicit Arms, going to add a damage there, and that is going to kill the Snowtrooper. Oh, but that's right, Zillow Technique is still in play to add a block. So Zillow Technique, add a block, and then it's going to have to exhaust it as well, I believe, because this attack has Pierce 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Pierce 1, 8, 8 Pierce 1. Yeah, he's going to have to, yeah, exhaust Zillow. So, going to live with 1 health there with the Snowtrooper. And now Mando going to move back and going to drag the child with him. Child's going to heal him for 1 damage with Force Heal, and then going to stand on top of Mando to give him protective fire. Whew, yeah, that was a big one. At least Kyle didn't lose 2 figures there. He got very close to. So now he's going to definitely activate these Snowtroopers. Stunning IG-11 would be really good, especially if it can kill him. So going to do 3 damage and stun. That's going to power up the rest of the attacks as well of these Snowtroopers. It looks like they're also going to weaken. We'll bring these Snowtrooper card up. So there's our Snowtroopers. So second Snowtrooper, again, probably using Disruptor Rifle here. And this is, what is this being played? Oh, Iron Will played on this attack. Okay. That's going to make it less likely. I think that these Snowtroopers will be able to kill IG here. But let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 surges, so that's going to be plus 3 damage. So yeah, I think he's going to... I actually think Iron Will didn't do anything here. Oh, he's doing plus 4 damage. So Iron Will stops 1 damage. He might as well focus himself. Yeah, he's going to focus and deal 3. And now the final Snowtrooper. Going to have to deal 6 damage. No, 5 damage with Disruptor Rifle to get the kill here. Oh, it's pretty good. Bad defense roll. So that's going to be 4. It has a surge for plus 1 damage, and then a surge for plus 2 damage because of covering fire. So that's 7. I think he kills him there, right? That's minus 2 is 5. Did Kyle forget about Disruptor Rifle? I'm confused. No, that's it. They caught it. He's dead, and because he was stunned, he cannot use self-destruct protocol. He's basically stuck. He can't move because of stun. So that was really good for Kyle, managing to kill IG-11 there before he activated. And goes up to 19. All right, Bib Fortuna going to activate for Carson. It looks like he's actually playing his command card instead of discarding it. So it looks like he's going to shuffle something into his deck. Let's see what he goes for. Iron Will is going to get shuffled back into Carson's deck. So that's cool. And going to focus Dr. Afro with his other ability. So it looks like Officer activated and moved up to body block for Captain Terro, blocking line of sight to Terro. Jabba activates, draws a card for Carson, and focuses up Mando. Death Trooper activated for Kyle and is giving out surge tokens, which is interesting. Now we've got, looks like Captain Terro activating. No, this is Afra activating. Going to take a shot here at the officer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is going to make it with the surge for accuracy. Officer does have cower. Ooh, rolls into a dodge. I don't think Afra has a way to deal with that. So nice. Officer doing his job, body blocking for Terro. stops an attack from Afra. And that's going to be the end of round 3. Going into round 4 here. Kyle's got the lead. And he's definitely got the material here. So far, he's traded 2 Dewbacks for IG-11 and HK-47. I would say Kyle's ahead on material. And now he's going to have initiative. But he doesn't have like a great positioning here to capitalize on that. Where's my... oh, there we go. Carson drawing 2. Kyle going to gain another VP. Carson also getting a VP, so 20 to 17. Looks like we've got Excavate being played on Dewanawanga, so that's gonna, and oh, Carson's deck's empty, so Dewanawanga, if with Excavation, is going to be able to basically pull any card out of Carson's discard pile, and then Jabba will be able to draw it into his hand. So this is where Dewanawanga gets really good, is when you're on a situation where your command deck is empty. I don't think I've actually seen it hit this this particular scenario where you can do this, so this is cool. Alright, so looks like Bib activating first. Ooh, what did he get? Was that tools? So that's interesting. You would think he would want to save that for like a really strong card that's maybe still in his hand. But it looks like he's trying to delay his activation. So Dewanawanga gets thrown back into the game box since it was excavated. And now we've got an Elite Death Trooper going to activate here. Going to give the other Death Trooper a Surge token. And now Jabba going to draw that Tools for the Job that Dewanawanga put back on top. And looks like he's going to focus Afra again. So it's down to just Afra and Mando as far as like offensive figures for Carson. Kyle's got still quite a lot of figures. They're just out of position for attacking. Afra going to try and finish off this officer one more time. I believe that's a miss on accuracy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a miss, unfortunately. The surge that would have given him +2 accuracy is being stopped by that surge cancel. Alright, Snowtrooper is going to activate. They don't have the ability to heal anymore. That's important. So that's not going to be able, they're not going to be able to heal up that damaged Snowtrooper. But it's good that that's gone and they're a bit more offensive. Alright, worth every credit being played, I'm assuming by Mando here. Yep, so that's going to give him the movement he needs to get right up next to Terro. And I could see Terro going down to focus Beskar Spear with tools. So tools going to be played on this Beskar Spear attack. So we're going to see the same double red, yellow, and green. Has the reroll. Just, yep, reroll is really good with Mando. +2 damage there from the reroll. Zillow's most likely going to be used to stop the Pierce 2. We've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Surge for +2 is 10. So Zillow technique will be exhausted to stop the Pierce 2 on the spear. And it looks like discarding element to Zillow to add a +1 damage. So it's still going to be 6 damage going through. And now the regular attack happens. Terro does have 13 health. But there is primary target being used. So Terro is the highest cost figure in Kyle's list, so that's going to be a focus and a +1 damage. And not a great defense roll. Carson rerolls, but it looks like he's getting 3, 4, 5, Surge for +2 is 7, Pierce 1. That's exactly the damage he needs, unless... So he'll have to discard here, because what Kyle can do is he can discard to Zillow technique to add +1 block, and he'll live with 1 health, unless Carson pitches a card to Bib Fortuna's ability. Let's see if he does that. Yes, I see damage being added. So yeah, not sure what he's discarding though. Well, he must have pitched something because he got an extra damage there on the attack. Carson going to 27. And oh, is this celebration? Might be. No, fleet-footed. Must be what Carson. Okay, so Carson discarding fleet-footed, I guess. Yeah, discarded fleet-footed for Bib Fortuna to add +1 damage. And Baby Yoda gonna come up, heal Mando for 1 down to 1 damage, and move on to his space to give him protective fire. Alright, so now Kyle does have his snowtroopers here, and he does have a Death Trooper, I believe, that has not activated yet. Oh, is that the end of the round? Oh, that was the end of the round, excuse me. Okay, so well played by Carson, delaying his Mandalorian activation until the end of the round there. And let's see, that was primary target. So Carson getting initiative going back into this round. Gonna Beskar Spear the Death Trooper. Oh, wow, interesting. He's got shared experience in his list, so he's gonna become focused for this attack. I'm really digging Carson's command card choices here. Definitely some cards I was not running in my list. So gonna have focus on this one. I should definitely have been running primary target. That was a mistake not to have that in my list. So he's attacking the Death Trooper. It has 7 health. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pierce 2. He's got Zillow, so it's no Pierce. So Pierce 1. 6 Pierce 1. Maybe re-roll the red or the yellow. Yeah, rerolls the red, gets a +1 damage. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, Pierce 1. So he just needs if he could pitch a card with Bib, but then Kyle could counter with Zillow. Oh, he's got heightened. There we go. That'll do it. So another one-shot kill for Mando. That's gonna kill the Death Trooper. What is this? Oop, again, I'm on the wrong window. Gonna discard guild programming for Bib Fortuna's ability to prevent Kyle from saving it with something like Zillow technique, basically. So Carson going up to 34 gets another VP from Jabba. He's been getting 1 VP from all these kills from Jabba as well. And now he has got his regular attack, so he's going to attack this other Death Trooper. Death Trooper spends a block token. Not a great roll. Carson's got a reroll here. I don't think he has... I'm not sure why he's focused. Why is he focused here? He already used shared experience. Not really sure why he got a focus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or why he has +1 damage. Oh, he excavated primary target. Excuse me. So this is primary target now being able to be used there. Oh man, that is going to be 5 more VPs to Carson. 4 for the kill, 1 for Jabba, and Mando going to step back behind that blocking terrain. So the problem here is that Carson can try and kill Mando, but if he doesn't get the kill with the 3rd Snowtrooper, then he gets hit by protective fire and he loses. Are they going to call it there? I see cards getting flipped. Oh, yeah, there's nothing Kyle can do because Carson's going to win with objectives going up to 40. So that was it. That was the game. That was insane seeing Mando one-shot those figures so like that. I mean, I was doing that with my list, but I think Carson's command card choices really upped his consistency. He did high roll pretty well too, but I mean, that's just how it goes, especially when you have a reroll. So that was it. That was the finals. I hope you guys enjoyed that match. Definitely look forward to some rebalancing updates for ICP cards coming on January 31st on Monday. That is going to really help with some of this, I think, and I think people are going to really be happy about some of the changes coming down the pipeline. They're not big changes, but they're just slight tweaks to some cards that we felt needed some tweaking. And yeah, and look forward to some more information about Adepticon coming up later in March. Uh, Adepticon's happening later in March. Information will be coming within the next week or two. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you later.